All right, folks, you are seeing SWAT team members there. Viewer discretion is heavily advised right now. And thanks to all our viewers right now on Fox 10 Phoenix Facebook Live, taking a live look here of a barricaded situation in New Jersey here. Reports are that a woman won't let a caseworker leave. We don't know if there is anybody injured inside the home right now, but you can see the SWAT team members right outside, and it looks like they are going to want to be making entry pretty soon here. We're just hoping that everyone's going to stay safe during this ordeal that you're watching right now. We're getting a very close look at all of this happening right now of SWAT team members. Looks like they want to make maybe entry into the way of this window area. They have a pretty good idea of maybe where this woman is at, where this caseworker is at. You just don't know what this person might do, what they want to do. And right now you got to just see how difficult it is for police to see what the situation is like, and then they have to, on a split second, think about their next move. It's not like the movies where things are drawn out and they have plenty of time and it's all fake. This is real, and this is what real police have to do on a daily basis across our great country here. And we're hoping for the very best for all of them right now, as they are in a very difficult situation. You don't know what is going to happen. Police always say the most difficult part of their calls is when they do domestic type of calls. Domestic situations always turn out to lead to very violent encounters. So that's what we're looking at right now. We have a SWAT team member here. They are part of the crew here working to get inside this home and try to help this caseworker out. She is not being allowed to leave. I'm not sure how this woman has her right now. We don't know if she's tied up or what is happening inside. You just don't know what this person is going to do. Viewer discretion is heavily advised. We do appreciate you joining us here live on News Now, part of fox10phoenix.com, Facebook Live. Remember, breaking news does occur. You know, we always have you covered right here. If you haven't already done so, hit that share button to alert your family and friends of what is happening here. This is in Berlin, New Jersey right now, where we are seeing a active investigation, active SWAT team member about to make entry into this home. And they're just checking the windows there, want to make sure what the layout is and where this person might be. Police report says that there is a woman inside, barricaded inside the home with her caseworker, and refuses to let that person leave. We don't know if the caseworker is a man or a woman. But let's see what's going to happen next. Viewer discretion heavily advised, everyone. We're hoping for the very best for these SWAT team members to stay safe, and hopefully for that caseworker to stay safe as well inside. You just don't know what could be happening. The other thing is, if they don't hear anything or don't see any movement, that would draw suspicion as well. Then you might think, well, what could be happening in there? Could it have already been maybe a murder-suicide, and that's why they're not hearing anything? There's so many different factors that they have to consider. Or maybe that suspect is just being quiet because they want them to come in, and then an ambush would take place. Very, very difficult job for all SWAT team members right now, as they are trying to get a good look inside this home, try the best that they can before they make entry right here. If you haven't already done so, let us know where you are watching from. We have viewers all over the country, all over the world, especially when there's breaking news. They want to see what exactly is happening here. As a reminder, anything can happen. That's why we always say viewer discretion is advised during these times. Caseworker inside, police say Somehow that caseworker can't leave the home. We don't know how she barricaded it. And we don't know if that caseworker is conscious right now. There could have been an attack inside. Somehow a caseworker was able to get a call out before something really bad happened. You just don't know. Here's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have to put some kind of frag grenade in there, some kind of smoke grenade in there, and then make entry and see what's happening. As always, everyone, viewer discretion heavily advised right here. You just don't know what's going to happen. We are live for you in Berlin, New Jersey right now. Sky Fox up in the air right now outside of this home. For those of you in the area here, this is Camden County. Thank you for joining us here. Wishing for the very best. So many times, too, police say during the holiday season, this is when you see domestic issues take place for this stretch from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Always hard times on some families here. And no doubt, one of the hardest calls that police have to go on is these domestic situations where you don't know what kind of state of mind maybe the person is in, what they're thinking, what they want to do, what they're trying to do. Well, we're taking a good layout here of the yard, and who knows, maybe they're not inside the home. That's another issue that they got to think of. It could be a shed. They have to think of all areas so an ambush does not happen. Thanks to our viewers for continuing to check in and let us know where you are watching from. Looks like they're coming up those steps here. Will they make entry now? Let's see. Come on, Sky Fox, get us a better view here. Sky Fox, please get us another view here. Still not making entry here. Now they're pretty freely walking around this home here. They haven't been creeping around like they were the last couple of moments. It does suggest something that maybe they know or witnessed something through a window, because they were walking pretty freely there, pretty confident that last moment here. Let's see. Very tense right now, as you can imagine. Great job by Sky Fox showing us this. Let's see there. This is the front door area now of the home, Berlin, New Jersey. We are watching with you right now. We are live on fox10phoenix.com and Facebook Live. What's going to happen next? That's why we always ask you to keep watching. You don't know what's going to happen. Viewer discretion heavily advised. For those of you just joining us here, police say that a woman has barricaded herself and a caseworker inside this home, will not let the caseworker leave. And we're just hoping that the very worst has not happened. Yeah, we are hoping. A lot of people in the chat now saying that they're hoping that this will end peacefully. If you haven't already done so, hit that share button to alert your friends and family, especially if you're in that New Jersey area, tri-state area. Watch with us live here now. They were walking pretty confidently, though. That last step there, very different than what we saw about 10 minutes ago. Obviously, this person has barricaded themselves. They're very unlikely to just open the door and let them in. There's going to have to be maybe some sort of entryway in. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of rooms in this home, so there's going to be a lot of areas to go through, especially if they hear noise when they get in there. If they don't hear noise, that could be bad. And we need Skyfox to zoom in just a little bit more. We have no control. They can't hear us, but we need them to zoom in just a little bit more. Go to the side here just a little. We're watching here live, Berlin, New Jersey, a barricaded situation. You see more SWAT team members there at the driveway waiting for backup. They got to take every step carefully, especially if they don't hear anything. You don't know. They're hiding out. Could that caseworker be unconscious or even worse? Thanks to all our viewers watching all over the world right now. Breaking news out of there, Berlin, New Jersey. We have SWAT team members on standby, and then we have ones at the front porch right now trying to make entry. We're hoping that this will end safely for everyone. We continue to watch and continue to share our good thoughts with these people. There must have been some sort of situation where the pilot cannot be showing us that front entry anyway. If you notice, they're doing a zoomed out shot right now, not tight on that area of the front porch. We don't know if it was because it was an obstructed view with the tree. You just don't know that. Thanks to all our viewers, especially if you're just joining us here. You're probably thinking, what is going on? What is happening? We are live for you in Berlin, New Jersey. A woman won't let her caseworker leave the home. We don't know what the status is inside that home, what led up to this. Was that caseworker maybe trying to get some children out, wouldn't let it happen, and then tragedy happened? We don't know that yet. We're waiting to see. We're waiting to hear. You're watching live. There's a very good reason why maybe the helicopter cannot show us that front entryway anymore. Okay, now we're getting back on there. Looks like indeed they have made their entry. So let's say a prayer now for that SWAT team member. About a team of 5 or 6 that made their way in. Hoping for the very best. Obviously a big house here, a lot of rooms to go through, a lot of hiding spots too. Good news so far, though, is you didn't see any members from the driveway of the SWAT team rush in. That would lead you to think that something really, really bad happened, maybe an ambush, something like that. That's not the case there, so still looks like good news for those SWAT team members that went in. Big house, big areas to hide. That is a concern for law enforcement right now. Still good news, everyone. Good news that you haven't seen any of the SWAT team members from the driveway rush in there. They would hear gunshots, they would hear things, they would need to enter immediately. We haven't seen that, and they are being radioed play-by-play of what's happening in there by a SWAT team member that is giving them updates. Very tense situation in New Jersey right now. Berlin, New Jersey, we're watching live with you right now. We have viewers all over the world right now. Thanks so much for being part of News Now. If you haven't already done so, please hit that share button immediately. That way you can alert your friends and family what is happening. Remember, on Facebook Live, we go live when there is breaking news happening anywhere across the country. And remember, we are always live for you Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. streaming worldwide for you. Thank you to everybody continuing to watch here live with us. Barricaded situation in New Jersey right now, Berlin, New Jersey. There is a woman inside that is not letting a caseworker leave. That was the initial report. That's what we've been hearing for the last 25 minutes. SWAT team members have made their way in. We have other SWAT team members at the driveway right now waiting and hoping for some sort of good result. I know it's a tragic even situation to be in. This is what happens during the holidays, everyone. For some families, it's very, very difficult for them. Thanksgiving through the Christmas season can be sometimes, for some family members, very tense, very hectic, and that sometimes leads people to do little nutty things. We're hoping everything will be resolved peacefully here. We're continuing to watch here live for you. Berlin, New Jersey. Thank you to all our viewers, all our great viewers from all over the country watching this breaking news alert right now. It is 4:30 out there, out on the East Coast, almost 4:40. We're hoping for everyone. Hopefully everyone stays safe. Just don't know what kind of update we are going to get. Once we get it, of course, I will bring that to you. We don't know if anyone has been hurt, already hurt, or in the process of being hurt, but we will bring that to you once we know some more information. Obviously, police are not going to be updating the media right now. They have a big situation on their hands right now, and they need to address that before they alert anybody of what happened inside this home. We're just hoping it's not a nightmare situation for the first responders as well as for this family. Okay, folks, it's just to give you a little timeline here. It's been about 6 to 8 minutes ago since crews of the SWAT team situation made entry. Okay, the shot just went black. Now it's coming back. We're not sure just how long even the chopper could stay up here. You always got to think about fuel. And we're hoping for the very best for everyone involved here. You can see this is a very large layout, a very large home. A couple of cars there in the driveway. That would lead you to believe that one of them is that caseworker, and hopefully at the end of all this they'll be able. It looks like they even have a guest area as well of this home. So we're seeing the backyard of it now. Great job by the Skyfox pilot and camera crew there. Great job for giving us this aerial coverage. We can't thank you enough. It's very tense there situation. They have a large patio area there as well. Almost looks like a whole guest house area as well. This is in Camden County, New Jersey, everybody. Berlin, New Jersey. Still, I'm looking at local media reports. The only information they have is what we've been telling you. No updates so far, but no news sometimes is good news. I'll give you that much. We did have this shot frozen. It's not your screen, everyone. It froze on my end, too. Hopefully that wasn't the end there of their transmission. Stay safe, everyone. Please stay safe. Shot did freeze up. Okay, now it's back. Thank you. Thank you, Skyfox. Good thing about the SWAT team members, they were able to pull blueprints of this home. They know where beds are, where bathrooms are, all these hiding spots. Believe me, they know that going into it. And always believe it, folks. We are here for you, bringing you breaking news as it happens. huge house. Looks like a guest area there as well. Here's the thing. If you didn't hear any noise and you go in and you don't hear anything, you know it's a pretty difficult situation that they're going to come and find. Yeah, a lot of you saying there in the chat there that potentially Christmas could be ruined. So true. Taking a good look here, and notice, folks, none of the lights are inside this home either. Very eerie right now. Still waiting for local media reports here, and so far they just have the same information that we do. Police are on the scene of a barricaded situation in Berlin, Camden County. They say a woman is barricaded inside a home with her caseworker and refuses to let the caseworker leave. Police are trying to negotiate with the woman. That is all we know, and that's all the updates here. Obviously, police are tied up with this. As you can see, nighttime is now falling on the East Coast here, so we might not be getting much as far as visual pretty soon here in just a little bit, as you don't see any lights on inside this home. We'll tell you this one. We also have to look at it from this situation. When SWAT team members made entry inside, and if they did see bodies on the ground, they would leave then and then bring in homicide units. We haven't seen that either. All right, folks, let's do a recap here in case you're just joining us. A reset right now coming up on 5 o'clock there in Berlin, New Jersey, of this breaking news situation, barricaded situation there at this home. Police tell us that a woman will not let a caseworker leave. That was the initial call. We don't know what's happening now or what has transpired within this last hour, but we are holding out hope for the very best for that caseworker. We don't know the circumstances, what led up to this incident, or how this person was able to get a call and call for help. We don't know what's going on. We do know that SWAT team members were able, a group of them, 5 to 6 of them, were able to make entry. We haven't seen them come out. Notice as well that there's no lights on either in the home. Very scary. You got to be wondering what neighbors are thinking too in this home, near this home. Obviously, they know of a police presence. Maybe they know the neighbor there. I say maybe because think about your own neighborhood. You might not know even the neighbor that lives right next to you. That's kind of, the world that we live in. Think about it. 30, 40 years ago, everybody knew everybody. Now, I think because of added technology and everyone seeming like they're always in a rush, never make time now to socialize even with your own neighbor. It's kind of a bizarre world that we live in, but that's just the nature of it right now. I think social media has really made us not the best in social abilities. But that's another topic, that's another day. We are going to keep focus right now on this barricaded situation in Berlin, New Jersey. But I know a lot of you, especially on Facebook Live, fox10phoenix.com, that are watching. I'm your host, Mike Page. Thanks so much for joining us here. It's coming up on 5 o'clock on the East Coast, and that we are hoping for the very best for not only this family, not only the caseworker, but the first responders, the SWAT team members, and also Sky Fox pilot and camera crew doing a great job of keeping us informed of this big home. And folks, I know a lot of you want to know more updates, but look, this is a very fluid situation. They're not going to give the media or give updates as things are happening in real time. That's one of the great things here about news now, is that we show you things that are happening in real time. You don't have to wait for your local newscast to happen. We bring it to you either on your Facebook. Look, right on your phone, you're getting this breaking news. You don't have to wait for a local report, a live report. But the thing with that is, because it's raw, because it's fluid and happening in the now, you're not always going to get that update right on the spot like you would for a story that's taken 4 or 5 hours to happen. So that's why some of the times we don't know what's happening. You're seeing what we're seeing, and this is what we're bringing it to you. Thank you for all your comments. A lot of you agreeing with my anti-social view here and how we've all become as a world and really as a country. And thank you for continuing to watch here live with us on News Now. And boy, you still see those SWAT team members, these group of 8 right outside in the driveway. They've been holding fort right there for a while. Lights have been coming now on inside. We don't know if those could be automatics too, folks, because it is coming up 5 o'clock there out on the East Coast. Look, it's already nightfall right there right now. As you know, winter is right upon us here. We do know for police, these are the types of calls that are really scary for them. Domestic disputes, domestic violence calls, always very difficult and the most scariest for police, because you're dealing with people that are already irate when you come to the door and you don't know what they're going to do next, especially if they have weapons. That brings a whole nother level to the cause for concern. Another good thing to really consider right now, we haven't seen any fire or paramedics come or even stage at this area right now. And you don't know inside right now when those SWAT team members, is there a standoff happening live inside that home right now? Just a reminder, everybody, we are streaming worldwide here for you on News Now, part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We've been having this for you for a while right now, streaming it. We want to have a good conclusion. We hope for a great conclusion, but we just don't know what's going to happen next. That's why we invite you to keep watching. Keep seeing how this is all going to wrap up here. If you haven't already done so, folks, I strongly suggest to hit that share button. That way you're going to alert your friends and your family exactly the type of situation that first responders and police are dealing with right now in Berlin, New Jersey. Huge home right there, huge layout right now. We're continuing to hope for the very best right now. No local media update reports. Everybody's in the dark right now. You gotta wonder too what kind of negotiations maybe are taking place if that woman is still in there with this caseworker. Anytime you're dealing with a weapon, it's very difficult on police. You're dealing with someone that's irate, that is unfortunately decided to do something that is not going to help her cause anymore. And we're just waiting now for a great conclusion. We're hoping for it. We're wishing for it. But I will tell you this, there are some good things that are happening here. Wait, what's going on here? What is going on here? We got Okay, we got some things going on. We had cars going right up to the door here. What is happening, everybody? Let's see here. We had 2 cars just come very close up to the home. I had to drop that lower third there just for a moment. We were seeing that, and this is interesting now. They brought those 2 cars there right up and close to the house. We got other cars now coming onto the property. Let's drop that lower third. There you go. They're right on the sidewalk and the grass area here. This does not look good now. This would lead to believe maybe that this is the police, the homicide detectives showing up. Doesn't look good right now, everyone. All right, everybody, we continue to watch here, but these, okay, now they're shining the light now onto the home. We just saw that for a moment there. Very tense situation happening right now. Here we go. Very tense out here at this home, at this huge home in Berlin, New Jersey. We had added cars come on to the property. Still no words yet from police or any updates to bring you. What is going to happen next? We continue to wait and see. That's why we invite you to keep watching here with us. Hit that share button and alert your friends and family what's happening in this very tense situation. Let them know that you've been watching for a while and want them to watch too. And unfortunately, that is all we are going to see from this scene here. Sky Fox obviously has to go and refuel there. We're hoping for the very best for this situation, and we thank you for watching live here with us on News Now and Fox10Phoenix.com.